Hello there, my name's Phil Taylor. I work as Pharmacy Sales Manager for Woodspeen Training, and today I'm going to be speaking a little bit about pharmacy apprenticeships, both at level 2 and level 3, and how apprenticeships may be able to support your organisation. So apprenticeships, what actually are apprenticeships? Well, it's an actual job with training. So they are in an employed status and must have a contract of employment within the pharmacy. They must be employed for 16 hours and more. Generally, we find that those people who are going onto an apprenticeship for 16 hours will be those who are already members of staff within the pharmacy who may be looking to upskill in their current role. Generally, for an apprentice, they will be doing a minimum of 30 hours towards a maximum of 40 hours a week. The misconception with apprenticeships is that it's just open to young people. It isn't. It's open to anybody at any age from the age of 16 to 65. So we have young apprentices that come in that we recruit, but also we deliver apprenticeships to people who may have gone into a pharmacy, a change of career, but they still want to upskill in their current role and develop new skills, knowledge and behaviours. So we do support people of all ages. So as mentioned, it is for people in new job roles or even to upskill existing staff. There's two specific levels, level 2 and level 3. Level 2 is an equivalence to GCSE level, and the level 3 technician is equivalent to A levels. Apprenticeship must be working in the store as a normal employee. Guidance states that they must be doing 6 hours a week off the job training as part of their apprenticeship. So off the job is the learning skills and development that they will be receiving within the pharmacy as part of their apprenticeship. Off the job doesn't necessarily mean away from their daily tasks. It just means that they are learning and developing as part of their role, but they must be doing 6 hours per week for that. So the apprenticeship does focus on knowledge, skills and behaviours. We have a breakdown of the full qualification, which you'll be able to get from us or Avicenna, and then you'll be able to see specifically what them knowledge, skills and behaviours cover. And the good thing about Woodspeen is that we are a roll-on, roll-off apprenticeship provider. We can start at any time in the year. So we don't start apprenticeships in blocks. They're always roll-on, roll-off. So we are flexible with the needs of pharmacies and your organisation. So what are the benefits of apprenticeships? So one of the benefits is that you can grow your own staff strategy. So bringing in young members of staff who you can mould to get to where you want to be and give specific skills and knowledge and behaviours to be able to grow within the company. It also improves staff retention. So staff may feel because they're being invested in and they're able to work towards a qualification that they are more motivated to be there and they feel a bit more self-worth within the pharmacy. Also about increasing productivity. So because they are learning more skills, they are gaining more knowledge from experienced members of staff and also from tutors that they're able to increase the productivity within the workplace. Displacing existing expensive staff training. So as you'll know, staff training can be quite expensive, especially the level 3 technician. There is a considerable difference in commercial training, and apprenticeship training is a lot more sort of cost effective. So it is supporting pharmacies to lower costs in terms of wages and also staff training as well. So also it's demonstrating investment in staff. So people will feel more self-worth. And if you're looking to recruit other members of staff, that you're able to show that you are willing to invest in them people. Also, you've got the progression to becoming a GPHC pharmacy technician. So there's the level 2 that generally that we start apprentices on, but there is the opportunity to progress through the level 2 and then onto the level 3 pharmacy technician, where they can ultimately become a GPHC registered pharmacy technician. And also for newly recruited young apprentices, which I'll talk about a little bit further, we do a free recruitment service, we do a full screening, interviewing, and there are also some financial incentives that the government give out for pharmacies and other organisations to be able to support a young apprentice through the qualification. So what have employers actually said about apprenticeships? Well, 86% said that apprenticeships help them to develop skills relevant to their organisation. One of the reasons this may be high is because of the new apprenticeship standards that are relevant to their organisation now. So previously it may have been in the pharmacy, there may have been a general customer service qualification that was delivered, but now the apprenticeships are specific to the industry, so they are developing relevant and specific skills to that particular organisation. 78% said apprenticeships help them improve productivity. So increasing productivity within the workplace is obviously important for any organisation, and somebody coming in with that motivation is going to be able to help with doing that. And also 74% said apprenticeships help them improve the quality of their product or service. Costs and funding. So what does it cost to take on an apprentice? So for a 16 to 18-year-old, the training is totally free. So the government fund the training 100%. That's if you're a small organisation with less than 50 employees. If you do have more than 50 employees as part of maybe a larger group, then there is a contribution which we will come on to. But for any 16 to 18-year-old, for a small independent pharmacy, the training is free. Also, the government will provide a £1,000 incentive for taking on a 16 to 18-year-old. The way that works is that half the money, £500, you'll become eligible after 3 months, and then after 12 months, the other £500 you will get as an organisation. We also deliver a free recruitment service. So as you will know, with some recruitment agencies, costs can be quite high for people to recruit, but we don't charge anything for our services. It's all part of the same service. So if you decide to take on an apprentice, we will take all the load in terms of recruitment off you, screen people, get CVs, and that is all free. Also, in terms of the apprenticeship minimum wage, it's £4.81 per hour, as opposed to the national minimum wage of £9.50. So it's almost half the actual amount. So there are a lot of costs that are being saved by taking on an apprentice. And that actually includes anybody who is of any age within the first year of their apprenticeship. Also, they'll get a free GPHC approved MCA qualification and dispensing qualification supported through our partner Media Farm. So for someone 19 or over, the training is free if you pay into the apprenticeship levy. So those large organisations who pay into the levy, and they will know whether they pay into the levy or not, because that's an organisation who will have a £3 million wage bill. Their training will come straight out of their levy. If you're a small independent, or if you're part of a group that doesn't pay into the levy, then there's a £250 plus VAT contribution per learner, and that can be payable in instalments, so it doesn't have to be paid in one go. And also that includes, the GPHC approved dispensing and MCA qualifications. The level 2 pharmacy apprenticeships. So the first apprenticeship that we do is the level 2. This has been available since 2019. So it was written by the likes of the GPHC and the MPA. It's a 15-month program, and the way that it works is that it's 12-month training where they'll get different skills, knowledge and behaviours, and then there's what's called a 3-month endpoint assessment. The endpoint assessment will determine whether the apprentice passes or fails their apprenticeship, Within that endpoint assessment, they will do a multiple choice test, they will do an observation within the pharmacy, and there will also be a professional discussion. The learner and the employer will be told all about the endpoint assessment and also the ongoing training to make sure that when they come to that endpoint assessment, they're in the best situation to be able to pass that. So it is suitable for new staff working in a pharmacy, whether that's new recruits or whether it's people who have had a change in career, but they are just starting out and developing and learning new skills and knowledge within the pharmacy. It includes dispensing and supply, teamwork, communication, pharmacy law and ethics, person-centred care, and health and safety. And as mentioned previously, we have got staff development pharmacy brochure, which you can ask for from us. It's in e-format, and that will tell you about all the units that are involved in the qualification. The level 2 apprenticeship delivery model. So the way it works is that they will get a dedicated named tutor for each learner with direct access for help and support. So there will be that ongoing support from a designated tutor to make sure that they are getting that support within the pharmacy and they're able to meet that endpoint assessment. The delivery of knowledge via directed self-study online. So we have developed an online digital platform specifically for pharmacy, where the learners can log online within pharmacy hours, where it might be a bit more of a quieter time within the pharmacy. So it's a bit more flexible than having specific sessions where they have to come off the job. They can log on whenever they will like. So off the job supported with bespoke workplace skills journal to capture the skills and behaviours. So they will be provided with a skills journal to make sure that the skills and behaviours that they're gaining from within the pharmacy are captured towards them 6 hours which are required. Also delivers GPHC approved MCA and dispensing qualifications. So alongside the apprenticeship, they will be enrolled onto these GPHC approved qualifications. And these qualifications, they are accessed online within work time. That can all count towards these 6 hours off the job training. And there's access to engage with other learners via forums. So we do have forums where all different learners from all different pharmacies can interact with each other to see how they've been getting on, to do some peer learning and develop their own skill set. In addition to this, they'll get 6 weekly one-to-one reviews, and that's between the tutor, the learner and the line manager to make sure that they're on track and getting all the skills and knowledge on an ongoing basis. They'll be supported through the e-portfolio. So this is our Aptem system, which plans, tracks, stores and monitors the learner's progress. The employer will also get access to this, so they'll always be able to see the progress of the apprentice through a month-by-month basis. There's also the gateway process at the end of the 12 months. So in terms of the EPA, we need to make sure that that person is ready for EPA. So there is a process in place to ensure that we get them learners ready, and they are ready, and they're going to get the qualification and the grades that they deserve. We have a functional skills specialist team to support with any English and maths requirements. As an apprentice, if they don't have their English and maths, they have to work towards what's called functional skills, but we do have a designated team who can support with that. And we also have an online platform called BKSB, which will also support them through that. And there's flexible delivery, which fits in with the work pattern. So as I mentioned, the online platform that we've developed is a lot more flexible to meet the needs of the employer. So here we have some example content to how a level 2 program will look like. There are knowledge-based units, so there will be some online content where the apprentice can develop their knowledge by reading specific subjects. So it might be around health and safety, and then there will be some interactive activities that surround that particular knowledge area that they've been looking at. So we can actually apply their knowledge and make sure that they have been learning. So that's a little bit of an example of what the content may look like. So level 3 pharmacy apprenticeships, we also deliver now the level 3 pharmacy technician. Again, that's been available since mid 2019. This is a 2-year program. It's more aimed towards staff who have had experience within the pharmacy. So generally, we don't recruit for level 3 technicians. We will get progressions from level 2, but it's also for existing staff who have maybe been working in the dispensary, have started to work their way up, and now maybe looking to undertake a technician role. So it includes the GPHC level 3 qualification. This is the Pearson qualification. There are some stipulations to who goes on to the qualification. You do have to have English, maths and 2 sciences, and we do have to have evidence of that to be able to go on to the Pearson course. So it includes advising on medicines, achieving best outcomes, managing, ordering medicines, supervision of pharmacy staff, ensuring patient safety. It also includes some elements on accuracy checking as well. So there is knowledge behind that, and they will learn about that as part of the level 3. So level 3 apprenticeship delivery model, it's very similar to the level 2 delivery model in that they have the online platform that they can access. The only real difference is that they will have specific visits from within the pharmacy, because we do need to make sure that they are applying their knowledge within certain scenarios. So we do need to make sure that they are actually learning and seeing evidence of that. So there may be simulated environment situations to support them and getting towards the criteria that they need to do. They'll also have 6 weekly one-to-one reviews through the tutor, learner and line manager. Again, that's to make sure that they're on track. And again, we will support with any functional skill requirements. However, because of the level 3 and what's required generally, there won't be anybody who requires to do functional skills. So this is again a bit of an example of the level 3 content through the digital program that's been developed. Again, very similar in that there'll be knowledge-based units, and then there will be interactive activities to be able to support the knowledge and development, and we can make sure that they've taken in that knowledge and they're on track with things. So that's again is just a little bit of example content towards the level 3. Recruitment and promotion. So Woodspeen do a full recruitment service for you as a pharmacy. We know that you'll be busy on a day-to-day basis, so we will support you all the way to get to your recruitment needs. We'll assist with a job specification. We'll send one out to yourself. If you're happy with it, then we advertise the position on the .gov website and also Indeed. So we have a few different places where we can get specific candidates looking for pharmacy, whether they're close to the pharmacy, the proximity, making sure that they can get there on time, what qualifications, what experience that they will have had. So we look at all these elements to make sure that they are the right candidate being sent over to yourself. They'll also provide a shortlist of candidates. So we may send 2 or 3 candidates over for you to look at, and then you can make a final decision on whether you want to take that person on. And again, this is all free of charge. We also, in terms of our existing staff that you might want to put through the apprenticeship program, we will look at the suitability of that person for the program, discuss the program with the potential learner, what's involved, to ensure that they're motivated, etc. Sometimes existing staff might have other responsibilities, so we just need to make sure that they are going to be motivated to be able to complete the qualification. And we'll also gather evidence of qualifications that may be required to be able to do the qualification. Onboarding, so we have an onboarding system called Apptem, and we will upload the person's details to the system, and then the person will add some of their details in terms of like initial assessments. It may be identification as well. So there will be some elements that they have to put into the system initially, and then the employer themselves will have access to this system on an ongoing basis. And in terms of induction, we like to get them on induction within a 2-week period, just so we know that we are supporting that person straight away and getting them ready for the programme. So what other apprenticeship programs do we offer? We offer level 5 management, we offer level 3 supervisor team leader, project management, business admin, customer service. I've had some pharmacies previously who have decided to put some of their senior members of staff who may have been overseeing other members of staff within the dispensary onto team leading qualifications, just to try and gain more knowledge, skills and behaviours in that particular area and support the pharmacy on that basis. Also, we've had some people on customer service who may have done a GPHC qualification before and they might just want to do a general customer service qualification. So these are some areas that we can support you with. We also do short courses for adult learners in areas such as mental health first aid. It may be health, diet and nutrition, infection control, safe handling of medication. Now, if people want to go through these short courses, we will have to look at eligibility because it comes down to funding, and in certain areas there's certain funding and in others there isn't. So we'd have to look at it on an individual basis. So why Woodspeen Training? So as mentioned, we are a flexible training provider. Our programme meets the needs of pharmacies going through their busy routine. So we are more flexible than a lot of training providers that are out there. We've got blended learning, directed learning, face-to-face. They'll always have that support. We have experienced tutors that can support these apprentices on a day-to-day basis. We roll on, roll off, so people can join the programme at any time. There's no stipulation with that. If you want an apprentice and you want them at a certain point, if you recruit an apprentice yourself, we can get them on straight away. High quality, so we're an Ofsted Grade 2 provider. We're striving to become Grade 1, and by having programmes in and the digital content that we have, such for our pharmacy provision, we have the ability to get to Grade 1, but we are a Grade 2 provider as it stands. We have good success rates. I think it stands around 67% at the moment for our success, which is higher than the national average of around 62%. We've got high quality learning materials and content, as you will have seen, and you will see from our marketing brochures as well if you request one. We're now the largest provider of level 2 pharmacy apprenticeships. We are looking to become the largest provider of apprenticeships full stop, but we can deliver nationwide now as a provider, so there's no stopping where we can go. Digital, so as mentioned, our pharmacy courses are supported through the digital content. We have a specific team that work within Woodspeen, so we don't use any third party. Any content that we might have to add into the programme, we can do straight away, which obviously benefits you as an employer, the learner, and also getting people through the qualification at the end. We also have the learning management system, Apprenticeships, to support their progress. Again, the employer has access to this, so the employer can always see where that learner is and that learner journey. And in terms of added value, we do the counter assistant, the MCA and the dispensing qualification as well through MediaFarm. So this is all an add-on. It's all free. There's no cost to the employer at all. And we do a full account management service. So you will have contact with a business development officer who will support you all the way, and they will take management of your account and any future requirements that you may have. You'll have that one point of contact. So here's a video recap on what we've discussed.
With over 20 years' experience in delivering quality apprenticeship programs, Woodspeen Training support many organizations in the pharmacy industry around the country with their apprenticeship requirements. Apprenticeships are nationally recognized qualifications that have been produced by small groups of industry specialists. They are delivered using a blend of on- and off-the-job training that gives apprentices the knowledge, skills and behaviors needed to be successful in their job role. Apprenticeships are a great paid work opportunity for anyone over the age of 16 and not in full-time education. They are perfect for those who are early in their career, who may be looking to upskill in their current role, or who are simply looking for a career change. Apprenticeships benefit employers by educating their workforce in real-life situations, whilst supporting the organization to improve productivity. We deliver 2 pharmacy apprenticeship programs. The first program is the Level 2 Pharmacy Service Assistant. This program includes GPHC-approved dispensing assistant and medicines counter assistant courses that are delivered through our partner, MediPharm. The second program that Woodspeen Training offer is the Level 3 Pharmacy Technician's Apprenticeship, where completion of this qualification allows the apprentice to register with the GPHC. At Woodspeen Training, we tailor our service to our employers' individual requirements and deliver all training in the apprentice's own workplace. Our employer and learner engagement teams provide employers with frontline support in the recruitment, training, and development of their staff. For employers who require new trainee staff, we offer support with the advertising, shortlisting, and the recruitment process. We have a long-established knowledge of labour market supply and have links with most of the schools in the areas in which we operate. This means that we are well equipped to support you in recruiting an apprentice who is suitable to your organisational needs. We will support your employees to gain the knowledge, skills, and behaviours required, not only to complete their apprenticeship program, but also to become a valuable part of your organisation. With the apprenticeship minimum wage being lower than the national minimum wage, many employers believe that recruiting apprentices is a cost-effective way for them to fill vacancies within their workplaces, as well as to deliver the training and support needed to help them to succeed. There is no fee for the training associated to 16 to 18-year-old apprentices. In fact, you might even be eligible for the government's £1,000 non-repayable incentive. There is a small charge associated to the training costs for employees aged 19 or above. The costs associated to our pharmacy apprenticeship programs, including the MediPharm courses, can be funded in multiple ways, including levy payments, private payment, or through obtaining government funding. Talk to Woodspeen Training today for help with the apprenticeship training and funding options available to you.
So thank you for listening today. We at Woodspeen hope that you found this informative and you make an informed decision on whether an apprenticeship is right for you. If you feel that you would like to go forward, please get in contact with Avicenna going forward, and then Woodspeen will make contact with yourself. Thank you very much for listening.